Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome on in. I apologize for the current microphone that is being used. It is the webcam one. Unfortunately, I can't switch to the next one. So, hello, everyone. Welcome to another Tarot Card Live with me, General Goods Tarot. I hope that you are well. Happy Sunday. Happy Love Weekend for you. I hope you guys have been loving on yourself as much as you've been loving on the idea of love in general. Good day to you all. I got a lot to say. Heads up. Gotcha, tramps. Feel free to unload. This is a safe space to vent. Hello, Samantha. Hello, tramps. Kathleen, rather. Hello, Ree with Yashika. Hello, 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 Iman. To all those coming on in, welcome. By the way, just to give you all a heads up, I'm currently using my webcam's microphone. I can't switch to the other one. YouTube has the worst, the worst streaming UI ever. Once you're locked in, you're locked in. All right, so without further delay, chat, today we are doing 3-card readings today for free. So if you like a free reading, you can just ask whatever you want, and I'll do my best to answer you to the best of my ability in 3 cards or less, depending on what your spiritual team would like to have. Chat, remember, before we get started on all of the readings, paid or free, no tarot reading, no matter who you receive your tarot readings from, whether it's from Jesus Christ or the best divinator in the universe, no tarot reading is 100% accurate, okay? A yes today could be a no tomorrow. And the reason for that is because energy is ever changing, okay? Just like the way our moods, the seasons, and our thoughts transform, so too does energy transform. So take any and all readings that you receive simply as guidance to help you navigate your past, present, and future, okay? At the end of the day, you are the person who is the master of your fate. You have free will. You can change things according to the way that you see fit, okay? So with that said, we're going to get started on some free readings. If you like a free reading, now's your time to post and answer 3 people before we get to Crimson and Kathleen, okay? Welcome in, everyone. Hello, Country Love Homestead. Hello, Joyana. Hello, Machi. Bora, hello to you. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. And by the way, chat, if you spam your questions, I will put you on silence for 5 minutes. If you do it again, I will unfortunately have to do it longer. If you do it consistently after that, I will unfortunately have to ban you from the channel, okay? Please try to keep the chat nice and clean from spam. Post your question once. If I ask you to repost your question, feel free to do so, okay? But listen out for me to ask you that, okay? All right, so clear my energy, spirit, please, and thank you. We're going to connect to Read with Yashika here. And Read with Yashika, your question is, why R have become so flirty and romantic in these days? Also, he wished me Valentine's also. Okay, so you're asking why R became so flirty and romantic these past few days. Clear the energy is going to connect to Read with Yashika's higher self, her spiritual team, and all those who guide her, as well as R here, his higher self, his spiritual team, and all those who guide him. Please and thank you, Spirit. Why did R become so flirty and romantic towards Read with Yashika these past 3 days? 3 cards for that. We have here the King of Pentacles. We have the 2 of Swords and the Hermit here, is what I think it is. It's because he wanted to. It had been on his mind for a while. And these thoughts aren't just coming out of nowhere, okay? We have here the King of Pentacles, the 2 of Swords, and the Hermit here. These thoughts didn't just come out of nowhere. He wanted to make these actions towards you. And he had done it after some significant time thinking about it, okay? Why? Because he wanted to. 6 of Wands to confirm it, okay? So that is your reading. Read with Yashika. Nothing hidden here. Just a guy that wanted to flirt with you, is interested in you romantically. All right, so clear the energies. I told my friend about you. I told her to get in here to get a reading. Thank you, Joanna. I appreciate that. Hello, Tortoise Love. Good to see my moderators in the chat. All right, we're going to get to another person now. Again, chat, please do not spam your question. I will put you on silence if you do so, okay? Unfortunately, spamming does disrupt the chat. If I do not ask you to repost your question, do not repost your question, okay? I do see your questions in chat. Let's get to another person now. Samantha Langford, clear the energy, spirit. Did both T and C think about me on Valentine's Day? What they think and feel. So that's 2 questions, but I will answer the first one, okay? We're going to connect to Samantha's higher self, her spiritual team, and all those who guide her, as well as the energies that guide T, their higher self, their spiritual team, and all those who guide them, and C's higher self, his spiritual team, and all those who guide him. Please and thank you, Spirit. Did these two think about Samantha on Valentine's Day, Spirit? 3 cards for yes or no. We have here the 8 of Swords. We have here the 2 of Swords. And we have here the Chariot is what I think it is. So both of them tried their best not to think about you, okay? Like they did their utmost best not to think about you romantically. 8 of Swords, 2 of Swords, and the Chariot here. Actually, they did. It's almost like a yes, but because they were like, oh my God, I don't even want to think about that. We have here the 2 of Swords and the Chariot. They both did something to either distract their mind from the thought of you or push you out of their mind, okay? So the answer is yes, both of them did. And both of them tried to, with the Lovers as the confirmation, distract themselves with other people, other things, other situations to not think about you on Valentine's Day, okay? So that is your reading. All right, so clear the energy, Spirit. We're going to get to one more person. You're absolutely welcome. Everyone, please pause your free readings. Please pause your free readings, chat. We will do more free readings right after the next 2 donations with Crimson and Kathleen, okay? So everyone pause your free readings. I will let you know when we're open for free readings again, okay? We're going to get to Joyana here. Any messages from my spirit, from Spirit? Unsaid messages, my throat's been feeling weird. Okay, the energies, we're going to connect to your higher self, Joyana, and know those guiding you, as well as the energy surrounding this question. Spirit guides, ancestors, and all those guiding Joyana with her highest interest in mind. Are there any messages that wish to be relayed to her? 3 cards for yes or no. The answer is yes, there is. 9 of Wands, the 7 of Cups. You're about to be rewarded for various situations that you had persevered through. So they kind of want to give you good news, actually. We have here the King of Swords, the 9 of Wands, and the 7 of Cups here. You have been through a lot, Joyana. I think you know that. Your spiritual team knows that. But you did it in such a way where you have been through a lot, but you also strive to try and process them and heal from them. It's not like you've been trying to numb yourself forever to try and disregard your past experiences. You have been acknowledging them, processing them, and trying to heal from them and continuing to push forward despite what you've been through. They're saying you're going to be rewarded for this experience, for these experiences. Feels like more than just one here. So you have persevered and you will be somehow blessed in various different ways because of that perseverance, okay? So that is your reading. How lovely is that? We're going to now get to our first donation. Thank you, Samantha. I appreciate your donation. And thank you, Up to You Tarot. Thank you so much for your kind words. You're so kind. All right, so we're going to get to Crimson. Crimson, are you here and are you ready for your reading? If so, give me a thumbs up. We're about to get to your first full reading, unless there are too many questions. Okay, do let me know if that's the case. And by the way, chat, if I do not get to your free reading, it's not personal. It is not personal. It's just I'm picking at random and who Spirit calls me to choose. Is she still taking donations? Yes, I am still taking donations. Thank you guys so much for asking. Hello, Holly. Good to see you. Joyana, you're saying some people have hurt me and cursed me out. I just bit my tongue and moved on. Wow. That is a great inner strength. I would fight. But that's not the most productive thing. Not physically. I would just say something back. And then I'd suffer a little bit for it. And then I'd move on. All right, clear the energies. Good for you, Joyana. Hello, hello, Holly. Hello to you. All right, so Crimson, you're asking here, what are S's feelings towards me right now? Clear the energy, Spirit, to connect to Crimson's higher self, his spiritual team, and all those who guide him, as well as S, her higher self, her spiritual team, and all those who guide her. Spirit, what are S's feelings towards Crimson right now? 3 cards. 2 of Wands, choices and decisions. The 10 of Swords is what I think it is. She thinks that by disconnecting from you fully, she'll be really happy. We have here the Two of Wands, which is the making a choice. We have the Ten of Swords, breaking up or like completely ending something. And we got the Ten of Cups here, that great emotional fulfillment. So, I mean, I should have given you a trigger warning, but she's like, you know what? If I just stop talking to this guy, I'm going to be so happy, is what she's thinking right now. Okay. Spirit, 2 more cards on this. Absolutely, Holly. Just give me a moment. Okay, this is what I think it is. She doesn't want a romantic relationship. She's just like, I need to just stop this guy from talking to me. If I did that, then I'll be so happy. We won't have that kind of bond. We have the 10 of Cups, the 2 of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles here. So she's almost like, I want to run away from him. I want to run away and get away from him. Spirit is asking for 5 more tarot cards about this. 5 more cards. I'm getting a channel message of like, don't blame yourself that she feels this way. She just is very exclusive and very like she needs mutual privacy. So she demands privacy for her connections, which feels like she's not really being given that from you. Okay. So that's a channel message. The way that you guys want a relationship are different. Okay. Spirit, 5 cards for Crimson. Anything else? How does S feel towards Crimson? We have the Sun, the 10. We have the Tower. Oh my God. 3 more cards. The Strength, the Ace of Wands, and the 6 of Pentacles. All right. So with this energy in mind here, she's feeling really excited about like blowing something up. And is what I think it is, Spirit. Like the idea of her like closing out this relationship is very exciting for her. Like she wants to basically like cause some big blowout or some big ending between the two of you. And she's like gonna take whatever happens as a result. Okay. So we have here the Sun, the Tower, and the Strength coming through here. It's like she's like, you know what? I love the idea of like breaking up with you or breaking apart from you or disconnecting from you or doing something that permanently makes you understand I don't really want a relationship with you. The Tower, the Strength here. We have the Ace of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles coming through. She kind of daydreams about what this exchange will look like, okay? So she kind of just wants to say like, hey, I don't want to be with you. Can you just understand that? This is the energy coming through from her, okay? Spirit, 5 cards from here. There's actually 6 cards from here. We have here bitterness. We have here family. We have the Foundation, followed by the Crime of Passion. Is it what I think it is? Oh my God. Like Crimson, all of this has to do with the fact that she just doesn't think that her life is being respected when it comes to privacy where you guys are working. Like she's so, oh God, I can feel her energy cursing and like ripping you apart and ripping the people she works with apart. Like I can't stand these gossipers, dude. We have here the bitterness in the family here, resentment, hurtful words, anger is coming through. We have here Foundation, Crime of Passion, and the Secret coming through here. She's like, I can't stand that you guys are gossiping about me or talking about me. I don't want none of you talking about me. And you're kind of a part of that system. You're kind of the part of the guys, right? So part of it's like she's almost like wanting to take out her frustration of the lack of privacy she's getting where you guys are associating on you and on the workplace, I suppose. Okay. There's some past life energies, 2 from here, Spirit, and 3 from there. Cooked indeed. Oh boy. We have here Monk and Nun, followed by Biblical, and then 3 from here, Spirit, followed by Clearing, Journey, and the Hope Home. This is what I think it is. She thinks that the only way to essentially, so I guess it's over. I would say based on this, she wants it to be over, right? This is not confirming that it is, though. She has been praying in the past that eventually things would work out and people would just stop talking about her personal business at work. This feels so much like someone who's so desperate for privacy that she can't stand when people try to get close to her or interact with her in certain ways in certain settings. Okay, monk and nun are coming through. Biblical. She's been praying like, please, will people stop trying to get info out of me or something like that. So for her, she thinks that the only way to get out of this is by leaving. We have here the clearing, the journey, and the hope here. So she's kind of like praying for the day where she's sort of free from being a spectacle in a sense. So how does she feel about you? She feels like a spectacle and kind of wants to end a connection with you so that she can stop being talked about. I don't know if you're someone who gossips about her at work or you're a part of that system or you are affiliated with it in some way, shape, or form, but she wants to be free from it. She feels trapped in it and she wants to be free. So she kind of feels like by letting you down, by letting other people down in the workplace, that she'll be free or she'll just move and be free, right? So this is your reading. This is how she feels. She basically is like, I need to end this connection that we've got going on. I need to let this guy down. I need to let everyone know, stop talking about me. Essentially, this feels like someone who feels trapped and is so desperate for privacy and for space. Okay. So, again, I didn't sense in the cards that you're basically cooked. I did sense that this was someone like we literally, and I'll let you know this, we literally tapped into her private world by doing tarot, right? We tapped into her spiritual team, we tapped into her private thoughts. These are her private thoughts, okay? We must respect the fact that these are her private thoughts. If how she's engaging with you and acting with you is separate from those private thoughts, you got to understand she's maybe trying to process a lot of complicated emotions and she's trying to be as nice as she can with you within the workplace, right? So if there's a channel message coming through here, it's almost like respect her privacy. If you're gonna get readings on her, respect her privacy by not using readings to manipulate the odds of your physical situation in your favor. Okay, that's never going to really work out for either of you. So with this said, you're not like completely cooked. It's not like the connection is completely over, but the main advice here from your spiritual team and from her higher self is respect her privacy, give her space, and don't talk about her business with other people. Okay, so that is your reading. And it does feel like you could see positive results if you started to respect her space, it looks like. Okay, so you're not cooked, it's not fully over. Okay, these are just her thoughts and she's like, I'm going fucking nuts. So that is your reading, Crimson. Thank you so much for your donation. Good luck to you in that connection. We're going to ring the bell to your success. Listen, success could happen here. We just got to change the way that we're operating in these dynamics, okay? All right, so with that said, we're going to move forward now to Kathleen. Kathleen, are you here and are you ready for your reading? Hello, hi from Brazil. Hello, hello from New York City. Clear the energy, spirit, please, and thank you. I need a general reading on my job situation. Barely garnering 200 once a week since isn't a gift or sustainable at all. I might go back to stripping. I don't really have a choice, and time has run out. The other reading just felt so wrong and upsetting to me. Hello, Adriana. We're currently on a donated reading right now. After this, I'll let you know when we're open for free questions, okay? So take a moment, pause, and I'll let the whole chat know when we're open for free readings again, okay? Thank you so much for coming through. Happy to see you. So lovely to see you. All right, so if I'm not getting the windfall, then I will go back on the fast money route. It actually kept me stable and I was able to take care of myself and it wasn't a bad thing. Yeah, sex work shouldn't be a bad occupation at all, you know, especially if you're looking out for yourself. There should be no shame there at all, Kathleen. We're going to clear the energies. We're going to connect to your higher self, your spiritual team, and all those who guide you. as well as the current job that you're at that you're not particularly happy with as of this moment and the energy surrounding it. And you just want a general reading, right? Do you want any specific energies to come through? Like, should you leave? Should you stay? Should you find something else? Because if we tap into a general, I can't really for sure. I can't be certain with you. You're going to get an answer that you want because it's a general and it's vague. But I feel like you might want a more specific question. I can't stay in a spot that isn't profitable, really, or really giving me hours. That is so perfectly understandable. Can I go back to stripping in Milwaukee as an aspect to the reading as well? All right, so how about this? We're going to do 3 cards on a general energy, and then we're going to tap into your spirit guide's thoughts about going back to stripping, okay? So we're going to clear the energies. We're going to connect to your higher self, your spiritual team, and all those who guide you, Kathleen, as well as the overall energy surrounding your job. Spirit and 3 cards. What is the general reading that you wish to express to Kathleen? Any advice, any words of wisdom about her current job? Kathleen, you're asking 3 separate questions, unfortunately. I can't answer all of them in one mini question, okay? So what I think it is. Dang. So, Kathleen, being friendlier at your current job would produce the results that you're looking for, okay? And you have that ability within you because they're saying that you're extremely charismatic, okay? And that you're also very skilled and talented, especially socially. We have here the Magician, the 3 of Cups, and then we have here the Emperor. And the Emperor is in control. This is especially about career, okay? So they're saying this, you have a gift for vernacular, you have a gift for self-expression. If you were friendlier at your current job, you would produce better and greater results. What could be an obstacle for you is the way that people are perceiving you socially in the job situation. If that resonates, and it does seem like if there are negative social interactions, it seems like you're having things pulled away from you. It's because being more social, being more friendly with the Ace of Swords here would produce kind of more money for you in this role. This is what they want to say to you, okay? But now we're kind of shifting to the other question that you're asking about. Should you return to stripping? And this is your spirit guide's advice. You don't have to follow their advice, okay? This is just simply what they're saying. All right, so we're at 2 cards on this. Should she return to stripping in Milwaukee? We have the 4 of Cups and the Fool here. Is it what I think it is? They're saying only if you would like to. Only if you would like to, okay? Because if you do so, you are missing out on an opportunity in the current situation that you're at for a new beginning for you. You will be returning to something that you're familiar with and not giving yourself the chance to see something new about yourself. We have here the 4 of Cups and the Fool here. They're basically saying if you do this, go ahead if that's your choice. However, you will be missing or out on they are saying here it's a blessing, literally. The 4 of Cups is the card of ignoring a blessing that is being offered to you. You will be ignoring a full start for you by doing this. But they are saying if that's what you want, go for it. We're not going to stop you. Of course, you have to live the life the way you want to. Page of Pentacles is coming out here. So they're saying it's up to you. But if you do this, you would be missing out on something else. So Spirit, 3 cards from here. Please and thank you. It's true about me, but it's just not profitable enough for me to utilize those things for me. They're at the spot. It's just not enough to live off of. Understandable. Maria, I'm currently on a reading. I need you to hold on, okay? Thank you so much for your patience. We have here chasing and healing and money. Is it what I think it is? So if you do this, again, it's up to you. Because you are choosing money over, they're saying that you would be choosing money over being granted some type of healing with money. Okay, we have here the chasing, which comes with the energy of toxicity and pursuit here. Chasing and healing. And then we have here the money, okay, that you would be missing out on being granted some type of emotional freedom by pursuing that route. So go for it if that is what you feel is best for you, okay? I'm not feeling it's a blessing and I can't wait anymore. Understandable. Like, seriously, spirit will always give advice, but you never have to follow it, okay? So with that said, we're going to get 2 more cards for you. And that is your readings. They want to talk about the past with this. We have here the male, female. We have here the Egypt. Well, okay, hold on, Spirit. There's something about a massive hurdle when it comes to stripping that you experienced in the past. And they kind of want to talk about that. Hold on for a moment. The cards fell down. And then we're going to move on to the free portion of the stream. So they want to talk about a past hurdle that you experienced while stripping, okay? They want to say that burden, that hurdle is not possible. It's almost like borderline. For the same reason that the pyramids were a massive feat to construct, they're saying that there's a particular aspect of stripping for you that was extremely tough for you to deal with, but was a regular part of it. And that same thing is going to still be there and difficult to address, they're saying. So by pursuing this other means of making money, you give yourself a chance to overcome a burden for you. But going back, you're going to go to some type of other burden again, not being able to heal in a way that you can gain mastery over yourself in some type of way in this new potential fresh start for you, okay? With the female and the Egypt here, talking about the past, okay? So that is your reading. Basically, your spirit guides want to say is this. The job is a blessing which brings in a fresh start for you. If you want to go back to stripping, that's up to you. It's your choice. But a past issue that you've had with stripping that never really went away is going to come back again. Because this is like almost like nearly impossible to get rid of this, whatever this hurdle is. I'm not really certain what they mean by that. And while they would promote you going back, or rather they would provide support for you if you go back to stripping, they are wanting to promote this new start for you because it means this brand new start means healing for you, both psychologically and mentally, physically. Okay, so this is what they want to say. They know it's lackluster, but they are kind of recommending you go a different path. Okay, so that is your reading. Again, none of us ever have to follow our spiritual team's advice, nor do we have to accept their wisdom, okay? Unless I get the windfall, I just don't have a choice, and good feelings at the current spot doesn't keep me housed. Understandable. Honestly, tramps, go with what you feel is best. Again, guidance never has to be followed. Just because your spiritual team says one thing doesn't mean you actually have to follow their advice, okay? Good luck to you. We're going to ring the bell to your success. And no matter what you choose, may you be delighted in the path that you choose for yourself to come, okay? Thank you so much for booking a reading with me, and good luck on your journey, okay? Listen, you don't have to listen to your spiritual team. If I had $1, and I always tell everybody this, if I had $1 for every time I didn't listen to my spirit guides, I'd be low-key rich, okay? I'd be low-key rich. If I had $1 for every time I regret it not listening to my spirit guides, uh, that's a different story. But listen, I follow my own path, and sometimes I follow their advice. They don't understand how expensive the mortal coil is. I think, listen, I don't think they even understand mortal time either. Because, like, remember, Spirit thinks that 2 years is fast, right? Spirit thinks, like, yeah, 2 years is really speedy. But we're like, Spirit, that's a long fucking time, bro. Okay, so timeline also works different for Spirit as well. So I would say, again, Kathleen, follow what your gut feeling is. You can never go wrong following what you feel is best for you, okay? Most definitely. Good luck to you and all the best on your journey. All right, so chat, we're going to open up for free questions once again. If you like a free reading, now's your time to post. I'm going to answer 3 people before we get to Therania back to back, okay? So if you like a free reading, now's your time to post. I'm going to answer 3 people before we get to Therania back to back. If you have donated for a reading and I did not respond to your donation yet, do let me know. I will put you on the list now. Up to you. I got your donation. Thank you so much for your donation. Let me put you on the list now. All right, clear my energy, Spirit. Please close out all the previous tarot readings that I've done so far up until this point. Please and thank you. Please remove any and all spiritual and energetic attachments that I've gained from any and all the tarot readings I've done so far up until this point. All right, so when I get to Country Love Homestead, how does my team recommend? What does my team recommend about it? About when it comes to BJ? I feel that he's going through a lot and has been in the dumps lately. Not sure if I should fall back or try to be there for him. Clear the energy, Spirit, connect to Country Love Homestead, their higher self, their spiritual team, and all those who guide them, as well as BJ here, their higher self, their spiritual team, and all those who guide them. Please and thank you, Spirit. And 3 cards. Anything you want to recommend when it comes to BJ and Country, Spirit? We have here the King of Wands. The 4. This is what I think it is. Spirit is saying, you don't got to do nothing. He's going to figure it out. We have here the King of Wands, the 4 of Cups, and the Fool here, okay? It's almost also saying that BJ is going to be okay. He's just right now sort of ignoring a clear sign of how to get through and get out of him being in the dumps, okay? So what you can do is just kind of sit back, do your thing, communicate when you want to, don't communicate when you don't want to. Just relax and be okay. BJ will eventually figure out how to break himself free from being in the low. He's just kind of being somewhat avoidant because he might be in his emotions at this time, okay? So with the King of Wands, the 4 of Cups, and the Fool here, they're essentially saying he has been given the solution to get out of his current situation. He will be okay. You really don't have to do anything other than just to be involved when you want to be, okay? So that is your reading. So don't put on the burden of feeling like you have to reach out or do something for them. So there we have it. We're going to get to another person now. Maria, I'm going to read your questions here, okay? Because I know you came through. Hello, Maria. Hello. I have some health issues, blood and... Okay. I won't read fully. I'm so sorry that you're going through that. I'm going through a lot. I'd love a small reading. I'm wondering about when I will get a job. And then you're asking here, Maria, as well. I'm also wondering if me and Philip will get back together, but that's question number 2. Maria, you can only ask one question, okay? So feel free to ask which one you would like the most, and I will give you the reading, okay? Country, you're saying here that makes sense. I was just a little worried because he started talking about disappearing. I will let him handle it. Thank you. Oh my goodness, that's scary. I'd be like, disappearing in what way? Oh my God. Good luck to that person. I'm going to ring the bell to their clarity and peace of mind. Clear the energy, Spirit. We're going to connect to Maria's higher self, her spiritual team, and all those who guide her. As well as Philip here, his higher self, his spiritual team, and all those who guide him. So in 3 cards, will these 2 ever get back together? 3 cards for yes or no. We have here the Eight of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. Here's what I think it is. So your spirit guides are saying, oh my God, Maria, your spirit guides are saying the future is not completely certain right now, but it would be best to remain broken up with this person. We have here the Eight of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Ten of Swords here. Basically, they're saying you wouldn't want to be back with this guy after all that he's put you through, okay? They kind of want you to remind yourself of all the times that Philip has really hurt you and has been destructive, you know, in the relationship. They want you to remind yourself, like, hey, why would you want to be with a person who really did all that to you, right? Like, is that something that you want to have? It's going to really suck. It's going to suck again. So they're basically saying, hey, choose moving forward. Like, missing them is not worth the pain that they put you through. Okay, do you miss the pain they put you through? Consider what you miss about them. You really miss that pain because it was familiar. You know what I mean? That's your reading. Your spirit guides are like, girl, no. No. Oh my gosh. Clear the energy, spirit, please, and thank you. So that is your reading. All right, so we're gonna answer just one more person. Everyone, please pause your free readings. Pause your free readings, please, and thank you. We're about to get through to the Rania. Erica, I have felt that detaching from E has gone well. I'm still stressed and stuff. Jenna, that is amazing. Well done to you. I'm so happy for you. All right, we're gonna get to Chai Mei, 1619, and your question is, should I still go to the project next week? We're gonna connect to your higher self, your spiritual team, and all those who guide you. Chai Mei, 1619. We're gonna connect to this project that you're talking about here, Spirit and 3 cards. Should Chai Mei, 1619, go to this project next week? 3 cards for yes or no. 4 of Swords, Knight of Wands. Is it what I think it is? Only if you're for sure it's stable, okay? Only if you for sure feel like it's a safe bet. We have here the 4 of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles, okay? They're basically saying with the 4 of Wands coming through here, only if you feel safe to do so, go for it, okay? Go for it. It could be some good opportunities on its way to you because of that. So your spirit guides are saying only if you feel safe to do so. And that could look like many different things, okay? If you're like, I don't know, man, I don't really think this would be the best, your spirit guides say, go, don't do it. But if you're like, you know what, it seems like a safe bet, let me go and do it, then go for it, right? All right, so, guys, we will answer some more free questions. Right now, we're going to get to Therania and Samantha, okay? Therania, are you here and are you ready for your readings? If so, give me a thumbs up. We're about to get started on your questions. If you're not here, we will put you on hold for the future to come, okay? There we go. Hello, Therania. Hello to you. Clear the energy, spirit, please close out the previous reading. Work in a leadership role and often give guidance to others. I want to improve how I accept feedback and communication effectively. What patterns are blocking me from doing this gracefully? This is beautiful. All right, so we're going to clear the energies. We're going to connect to your higher self, your spiritual team, and all those who guide you, Therania, as well as the energies surrounding your role, your leadership role here, and what your spirit guides and spiritual team would like to communicate to you. Spirit, what patterns are blocking Therania from doing this gratefully, from accepting feedback and communication effectively? The Hermit, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Cups. 2 more. The 8 of Swords and the 9 of Wands here. So something, a pattern that you have is that you feel like, they're just stating it here, that they have observed that when you receive feedback about yourself, that you take it as a character hit, that you have to change something about yourself, or there's this feeling of being rejected, okay? We have here the Hermit and the 8 of Pentacles here. This is about your character, your internal world, your personal philosophy, the Eight of Pentacles, working through it, chiseling away at it, perfecting it. We have here the Eight of Cups here, okay? So they're wanting to say that to observe that it's to push past the fear and observe the critique or the comment, to absorb it not as an attack on your character, but more of something to assess and work through. We have here the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Wands here. Like, what would happen if you didn't take this as a hit to who you were as a person in its entirety, but more so about a specific thing that maybe could be transformed and what's the word for it? Reconfigured, okay? So it's almost like to see yourself as someone who could be modular, that we're not talking about the whole of the creation, we're talking about a specific point of it. It's not about you being rejected, it's about a specific point being addressed for this situation, okay? So taking criticism and feedback and communication in a, oh, they're just talking about this part, okay, let me see if I could tweak that. All right, so we're going to get 3 cards from here. We have here rejection, fear of abandonment. We have here hopeless, seeking in despair, home. Can we get, there's one from here, one from there. And one more. And boundaries. Is it what I think it is? So they kind of want you to see it in settings, okay? To when you get feedback and you're communicated with about, things to shift. We have here the rejection and the hopeless here. They kind of want you to absorb it differently, okay? Different scenarios, different places, different people. We have the home and the music coming through here, followed by the boundaries, okay? It's almost like remind yourself of the core you. Remind yourself of the core you. Remind yourself of the you that transforms in work, in friendship, and in familial situations. That the feedback given in these particular specific scenarios don't mean anything about the core you. They only mean about you in this situation. When you can take it as this is separate from me, this is me in this situation and how I'm reacting in this situation. This is not a hit to your character. This is a commentary on the engagement of the specific situation. So when you can separate your true self from how you are presenting in whatever role, in whatever way in life, and they're kind of talking about this in a broad way, okay? To remind yourself that this is just someone asking you that, like, hey, this is how I feel. Can we kind of shift and be more like this together? And it's like, you know what? Okay, if that's going to make the group dynamics more peaceful, sure, why not? I can do this within my personal limits. Yeah, I could do this. Or you can even say, you know what? I don't really feel comfortable with this, right? So they're kind of saying just to take it for what it is in the situation and not for what you are as a person, as an individual, okay? Spirit 5 cards for the Rania. Anything else that wishes to be communicated? We have the Seven of Wands, the High Priestess coming through, followed by the Emperor, the Ace of Wands, and the Six of Wands here. So what I think it is. They want to say that you're basically being in a leadership role. You're building a profile of what that means to be a good leader, okay? We have the Seven of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Emperor here. They're saying that to be a great leader, it's something that you're constantly building, augmenting, transforming. It's about being able to administer the best help and communication to all those who work under you and who work with you. And a lot of that does involve flowing with the needs of the team. And a boss and a leader isn't an immovable force. It is a transformative in flow state position. We have here the Ace of Wands and the Six of Wands here. When you understand that to be a leader means to hear what the inputs of those who work with you and for you are around you, you're like, I am your leader. I am here for all of you. So let me shift some things about the way that I'm moving to make sure that the team feels good, because it's about being a team and I'm the leader of that team. Okay. What you're already very good at is what they want to say to you, because the very meaning of you asking this question means that you want to step into that role and fully actualize it. Okay. All right. So, 3 cards from here, please. Hello, Pure Heart. It's good to see you. We have your caregiver, we have your thinking, and we have your good time. They're almost talking about the joy of being there for those who work with you and for you. Commitment and the crime of passion is what I think it is. Okay. Okay. But this is like a specific thing that you're already really good at that they're wanting to talk about. So give me a moment. So they want to talk about you weighing the odds of when it's worth it to acknowledge a critique or feedback. When is it worth it to acknowledge a feedback? And when you feel like, actually, as a role of leader, I don't necessarily believe this is the best approach. So also weighing the balance, right? Let's say if someone was like, let's see what we're tapping into. If one of your employees were asking you, hey, I prefer working alone and not with the team, but the job requires the teamwork dynamic, but they're like, you know what, hey, leader, I don't like it when you ask me to work in the team. I prefer working alone. You could be then like, it's not a hit to your character that person doesn't like it when you ask them to work with the team. It's more so if you're thinking of everybody involved, right? When you're committed to the peace and the harmony of all the team members, you think in a way of checks and balances of good and bad, of okay, what would be the best thing here? And you'd be something like, you know what, I respect that. However, teamwork is the basis of why this whole thing is working to begin with. Let's talk about it. If you prefer to have your own space, but you're going to still be communicative with everybody in the office, that's totally fine. But we can't have you going off and doing your own thing alone. It doesn't work for us as a team, right? So there's a way that you can communicate, absorb feedback in relation to the dynamic as a whole, okay? Remember, you are the captain of a ship, but you must and you do need all of the people who are supporting that ship, communicating and making sure everybody knows what's happening. But when they talk to you and they have concerns and issues, you're essentially a diplomat as a leader too. So when you receive feedback and communication from others, they want you to essentially recognize your role as the leader, what it means to be a leader, and understand it's not a negative hit to you as a person, but it's about how they're like asking you, like, hey, you are a navigator. What is going on here? I have concerns, and you're basically the balance that is holding the ship together. Okay, so that is your reading. Reminding yourself of the situation that you're in, and allowing yourself to be at peace with who you are at your core. Now taking on the role as leader and receiving feedback as leader. Okay, you're not receiving feedback as the Rania, the person. You're receiving feedback as the Rania, the leader. Okay, so this is what your spirit guides would like to have you meditate on for a little bit. Okay. And you're very helpful. Just got to take time to let it sink in. Absolutely. Would you like to ask your next question now? Clear the energy, spirit, please and thank you. Hello, Jenna. I'll let you know when we're open for free questions again, but I will definitely acknowledge what you wrote after the Rania's next question, okay? Thank you so much for coming through. By the way, chat, in 10 minutes, the donations will close. I'm no longer going to be taking any more donations for today's stream, but I will be back at some point this week coming forward for some more free questions, okay? Okay, so the next question is, what part of me is growing right now that will help me in the future relationships? I'm like getting a lot of feedback from your spiritual team. Like they're saying all kinds of good things. And I'm like hearing it at the back of my head. Clear the energy, spirit, please and thank you. Your desire to consistently improve is going to really have a long lasting effect on your future relationships. You want to go with the flow of time rather than fight against it by remaining stagnant and static. Your spirit guides, this is a channel message. We love and we want to constantly promote you continuing to go with the flow of change rather than adaptation, rather than staying stuck and static and without in an immovable opinion of self and of life. So that's the channel message there. So spirit connecting to the Rania is clearing the energy, spirit. Please and thank you. Closing out the previous readings. We're to connect to the Rania, her higher self, her spiritual team, and all those who guide her, as well as the energy surrounding her question, spirit. What parts of the Rania is growing right now that will help her in future healthy relationship? 3 cards for the initial details. Okay. So this is so pretty, actually. So what part of you is growing right now? You're really taking it very gently with yourself when you're having a low. And when you experience your lows lately, your spirit guides have been noticing that you're thinking of the long term now. When you're having these lows, like you might have a dark moment and then you think of your future like, well, this is how I want to shift this mood, or I hope that this will shift in the future. Something about you that you feel a lowness. Could even be depression, right? Processing your depression. We have here the Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles here. Not that you have it, right? But you are giving yourself future thought in connection to your low moments. So you're not sacrificing low moments to only the low moment. You're also, in some ways, providing yourself a sense of optimism by thinking about your future. Spirit, 3 cards on this. The 2 cards from here, please and thank you. We have here the Divine Masculine and the influences here. So you're, in some ways, you're adding some type of control involving your darker emotions by pushing some type of positive influence, like by taking control, by adding some type of positive influence, which is really awesome for your long-term future. Okay. 3 from here, please. We have here the Return, followed by the Rejection, and we have here the Karma. 2 more. Wheel of Fortune, Page of Pentacles. Who do I think it is? Whoa! So what I think it is now. In the future, so right now, you're also affecting the way that you process your past too. You seem to be like gaining a clearer understanding about what aspects of past connections didn't work for you. And you are so much more certain that you're going to reject these aspects from future people too. So that's also helping you transform your relationships, because you're allowing healthy relationships in rather than repeating with old patterns from people that you used to like, that old patterns you used to see in other people in your past. Okay, we have here the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Pentacles here. So if let's say you meet another person who has the same ego as someone you met before, you're like, red flags. I'm out. So that's also something that you're really building towards. You're recognizing some of the trips and triggers from past people who have really shown you that they're not good in your life. You're going to recognize that in new people, okay? So that is also helping towards your healthier relationships in the future. Spirit, 3 more cards on this. We have here the Empress. Is what I think it is. They want to talk about how the fact that you have everything you need financially, stability wise, you're developing that, you're growing that is going to be ever increasing, by the way. You should be very proud of yourself. You don't need anybody. We have here the Empress and the Nine of Cups here, and there's going to get to a point where you really don't need anybody. So with the Four of Cups there, that allows you to kind of, in a way, only focus on certain energies, because you're not, because this is developing more and more, you're going to be using more discernment. You're going to be a little bit pickier about people in your life, because you're not interacting for survival. You're not needing certain energies for survival, okay? And this is kind of this is going to be a 10 one day, by the way that you're building yourself up. So they're saying, because this is growing too, and there's more to come on its way to you, you're not going to be choosing based on desperation or survival. You're choosing from a comfortable place. You can pick knowing that you are comfortable with your life, okay? So this is really cool. They want, that's a side energy. This is not something that you are, I mean, this is side energy. Is kind of freaking awesome, by the way. I don't know how else to describe this. You have the energy, you have the ability to choose because you are so powerful on your own. This allows you to pick better people in your life, okay? 2 more cards, Spirit. We have here the Six of Swords and the Six of Pentacles here. Is it what I think it is? Okay. Explain this, Spirit, in 5 cards. Conflicted, elusive, pride, marriage, and information. Is it what I think it is? And then lastly, you will no longer, and you're working on this still, okay? This one is constantly improving. Whenever you feel a red flag from a person that conflicts with your idea of a long-term partner, you're out, okay? You're genuinely out. We have here the conflicted, the elusive, and the pride here. And that kind of is a part of you establishing your own, what's the word for it? Equity, they're talking about, because you have established your own foundation. If someone doesn't present themselves as a lifelong partner in the ways that you're seeking, you don't really need it because you're good on your own. So we have your marriage and the information here. Like, you can sense when someone's kind of being not an authentic person. So because you are authentic and that continuously builds, you will recognize other authentic people. 6 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles here. So there's just this energy of, when someone's on the same level as you, and because of that recognition, you will decide whether you want to push forward with that person or not. And that is something that develops with time, and it's forever developing because of time for you. So that is your reading. You're in a really fantastic place, Durania. I think you really just keep going. You're doing fabulous. All right. So with that said, that's good to know. Grateful to even be in such a position. You should be very proud of yourself, okay? All right. So with that said, chat, we're going to answer 3 more questions, and these will be the last free 3 readings of today. And then we're going to open up for the random raffle, which basically is you type a number between 1 and 100. The winner who gets the number closest to the one that I generate will receive a free full reading, okay? So chat, if you like a free reading, now's your time to post. After 3 readings, we will open up the free full reading raffle. And basically, you can win a full reading from me, 10 tarot cards, 10 oracle cards, an in-depth reading from me, which I will give you at the end of this stream. I'll let you guys know when it's open. Not yet, guys. Hold on. But I got your number up to you. All right, so we're going to answer 3 people before we get to the raffle. All right, clear the energy, Spirit, please, and thank you. Thank you so much, Durania. All the best to you. Hello, Vivi. There was someone from Brazil earlier today. I was like, dang, this would be a great time for Vivi to come through. All right, so let's get to Bumble. Clear the energies. Is the connection with Javier long-lasting? We have been very unstable for almost a year, and this recent reconnect feels more grounded as we are actually talking about what went wrong. That's beautiful. Good for you two. Clear the energies. We're going to connect to, not yet Samantha, but I'll let you know when you are. We're going to connect to Bumble, their higher self, their spiritual team, and all those who guide them, as well as Javier, their higher self, their spiritual team, and all those who guide them. Spirit and 3 cards. Is this reconnection with Javier long-lasting for Bumble, Spirit? 3 cards for yes or no? All right, so Bumble, they're not giving you a yes or a no, okay? But they do want to let you know this. They're waiting for something to happen first before they can confirm or deny whether that's the case, okay? So we have here the Judgment, the Page of Cups, and the Magician here. You and Javier, Bumble, have some type of significant moment that will be coming about for the two of you in the future. When that happens, if afterwards you still guys want to reconnect with each other and remain connected, then it's a yes, right? Without a shadow of doubt, 100% yes, this will be long lasting. But it depends on how this unexpected moment happens for the both of you, okay? So you have the Judgment, the Page of Cups, and the Magician here. It depends on how you guys will handle something coming forward. So good luck to you. This is almost a little bit of a premonition, I suppose. There's going to be a significant event. It does feel divinely orchestrated, where the two of you will be in a process where you're going to try to see, like, okay, do we want this really, right? So that's really cool. Good luck to the both of you. May this be the new start that lasts. Good luck to you, Bumble, and all the best to you and Javier. Right, clear the energies. We're going to connect to Jenna now. It still feels there is still things to do, like 1 to 3 weeks. I'm stressing how reconnecting is going to happen, and is there still the same possibilities with things, but I think I just have to trust the universe. Is there ways I can make detaching from E faster? We're to clear the energies. We're to connect to your higher self, your spiritual team, and all those who guide you, Jenna, as well as the energy surrounding your connection with E's higher self, E's spiritual team, and all those who guide him. Please and thank you, Spirit. Spirit, in 3 cards, is there a way for Jenna to detach from E faster? 3 cards. The Knight of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands, and the Chariot is who I think it is. Just the very act of wanting to detach is more than enough for you to detach faster and faster. Spirit is kind of showing it like it's a time thing. It first feels slow and then bam, 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 it just ramps up with speed, right? So your spirit guides are saying simply just a very desire to detach is going to be slow, but then it's going to pick up speed, okay? So remember, let's say there were previous times where you're trying to get over a person. Initially, it may have felt like, oh, when am I gonna be freed from these feelings? But then it just happens quicker and quicker as days move on. So just the very act of choosing to detach, processing that, is going to continuously speed up with time, okay? That's very interesting. So Spirit is saying there's nothing we can specifically say to you, but we can at the very least say this is going to start ramping up, that you can detach easier and easier as time goes on, actually. So this is actually a super cool reading. All right, so everyone just give me a moment. Give me a moment. I got to let you all know that donations are closed. Donations are closed. We're going to wrap up with Samantha, Holly, and our wonderful. Hold on for a moment. Let me go look for your awesome username. Up to you, Tarot. Thank you so much, by the way, for coming through. Just give me a moment, chat. We're going to answer one more person before we open up for the raffle. And then we'll get started on the next portions of the reading. All right, awesome. Make a better one after this. You have not missed the raffle yet. We're going to clear the energies. Flower Girl, what's coming towards me in love? Clear the energy spirit to connect to Flower Girl, her higher self, her spiritual team, and all those who guide her. And what's to come in love, spirit, and 3 cards. What's coming towards Flower Girl in love? 3 cards for the answer to that. Hold on. There was a card that flipped over that's for you. Let me see if I can find it. There we are. 6 of Wands. There's a victory coming towards you in love, Flower Girl. And what is that exactly? What kind of victory? The 4 of Pentacles and the Hermit is what I think it is. So there is a victory coming in for you, but do keep to yourself for a little bit. Is what I think it is. You may feel like the desire to reach out to an old person, Flower Girl, like to say something to them, or like your spirit guides are kind of really suggesting remaining single because there is a victory coming in for you. Like, okay, so here's the answer. Accept being single, right? Accept being single. Try your best not to reach out to past people who you already kind of vaguely established is not going to work out with them, because you have a victory. It almost feels like once you accept being single and kind of process that a little bit, there is a victory for you in love. 6 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, and a Hermit here. Hang in there. They know that it's lonely, right? They know it's lonely, but you do have some type of victory and love coming in for you. Okay, good luck to you. Yeah, I think there would be better options in the future. Yeah, it's almost like be single because there are future better options rather than just accepting who you already know, okay? Oh my God, if that makes any sense. Oh my goodness. All right, so, guys, with that said, I'm no longer going to be accepting any more free questions. However, we're about to open up for the free full reading raffle. If you would like to participate in the free full reading raffle chat, all you have to do is post a number between 1 and 100. The winner of the raffle will receive a free full reading, okay? Everyone and anyone can join. Your dog, your cat, your mom, your dad, anyone and everyone, as long as they post their own number. Just one number. If you post a second number, just delete the previous one, right? If you change your mind and you don't like the previous number, you could change it, but delete the previous comment. So just one post for you. And then I'll announce the winner after our readings with Samantha and Holly, okay? Thank you, Samantha and Holly, for your donations. I appreciate you guys. Samantha, when you're ready, give me a thumbs up. We're going to get to you. Just give me a quick moment. I just need to type something in. Hold on. Oh my goodness, this is driving me freaking nuts. Oh my goodness, I'm looking for something on the side here, guys. You ever just look for something, you're like, it was so easy the last time I found this freaking thing. I'm so sick of this. Ah! Okay, so there we are. Anyway, I'll look for it another time. It's okay. But it's going to drive me crazy. Anyway, donations are closed, chat. Thank you so much for joining me today. Free questions are closed as well. But the raffle is now open. If you want to participate, feel free to do that. I will announce the winner after Samantha and Holly, okay? Thank you all so much for joining me today. All right, Samantha, clear the energies. Samantha, would you like to post your first question now? And thank you, Erica. Was it detaching doesn't mean cutting ties? Detaching never means cutting ties. Detaching just means that you're not, what's the word for it? That the situation is not going to affect you as emotionally as if you were attached, right? It just means claiming your energy for yourself, not allowing that person to be the one who has it, right? All right, so for your first mini question, clear the energy, spirit, please, and thank you. What was it I can search for you? Unfortunately, it's a part of my own files, Tortoise Love. I wish I could just bring you here and just give you my PC, but I can't. All right, so Spirit, we're going to connect to Samantha E. Can you ask Spirit and my spiritual team why I always feel lost and don't know what to do or how to start things? Is it solely laziness? Is it mental underdevelopment? Is it my ADHD, autism? I don't feel like I'm enough around people who I deem are ahead of me in life. All right, clear the energies. We're going to connect to Samantha's higher self, her spiritual team, and others can guide her, as well as the energy surrounding this question. Spirit and 3 cards. Why is it that Samantha feels lost and doesn't know what to do or how to start things? 3 cards, 5 cards rather. 7 of Pentacles. The Knight, is it what I think it is? So we have here the 7 of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the World here, followed by the Knight of Wands and the King of Swords here, okay? So I don't answer medical questions. However, for you, Samantha, it's simply because you work differently than what a typical person needs to be able to work. So the tools that your brain needs to function and to operate and to feel connected to tasks works differently than how other people process it. So if you haven't been yet diagnosed with ADHD and autism, but you suspect that you really have them, you likely do. And that's okay. That doesn't mean that you are some type of failing human being or that you are behind. In fact, you are ahead in ways that other people aren't, okay? So they do want to let you know that. Just as you feel behind in certain things, you are ahead in certain ways as well. But it's just that you process, you connect to doing things differently than other people do. You have to care. We have here the 7 of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the World here. You have to care about what you do to be able to do it. So if you want to be able to kind of push to completing things, find a way that makes sense to you to care about the very thing that you're doing, okay? So how do I start, for example? Well, think of the subject matter. What is it that you care about in regards to it? We have the 7 of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the World coming out here, okay? It's just about figuring out how to create a space in your mind for the thing that you want to get yourself involved in. You're not left behind. You just work differently. We're going to get 5 cards for you from here. 5 cards for Samantha Spirit. We have here Hotel Motel. We have here Apology. We have here Trapped, Loyalty, and Celebrity. They kind of want to say they're sorry. So this is like some type of collective apology that they want to give you. They're sorry that they're sorry that certain ways of being is highlighted more than the way that you are. It's almost like you or someone like you doesn't have enough representation in your life in general. So we have here the Motel Hotel, the Apology, and the Trapped here. We also have the energy of the Loyalty and the Celebrity coming through. So they're wanting to say this: you don't have enough people representing people like you. You don't know what it looks like to operate in this world as who you are. Not enough people are in positions of being celebrated who are like you, right? You operate a certain way. You are a creative person. You have a creative way of connecting to what you do. You really care when you feel connected to something. You really care for it. Remember the times when you did start something and then completed it. Remember how much you cared about that thing. So they're kind of wanting to say this, trying to follow the way that other people are living their life is not going to work for you because you work differently. You have to follow your path. You have to follow your way of moving in life. Okay? You're trying to find a life that works for you, not a life that works for somebody else. So why do you feel left behind? Is it mental underdevelopment? Heck no. Is it laziness? Hell no. But it is the way that you process and you operate in the world, okay? It's about how you are naturally, and you're naturally amazing and naturally beautiful. But what you want and what your requirements are not in alignment with maybe what is stereotypical or what is typical for the average human. So look within yourself and highlight what your genuine desires are rather than comparing your life to other people. You don't want that kind of life. And part of accepting yourself and seeing what works for you is accepting that you want your own kind of life and you want to pursue it your way, right? But that's a kind of a harder task to do. That's like the next step. That's the next step. So that is your reading, Samantha, is because what you want naturally is different from what other people want. Just try to follow what you desire for yourself, okay? But comparison is really hard not to do, understandably so. You're not lazy, you're different. Your priorities are different. All right, so we're going to get to your next question now. Would you like to get to your next reading? Clear the energy, Spirit, please, and thank you. How is R feeling about me? Telling him I don't feel secure with myself to date him right now. We're going to clear the energies. We're going to connect to your higher self, your spiritual team, and all those who guide you, Samantha, as well as R here, his higher self, his spiritual team, and all those who guide him. Spirit in 3, other than 5 cards. How is R feeling about Samantha after she told him she doesn't feel secure with herself to date him right now? We have here the Strength, followed by the 4 of Swords. 3 more. With the 9 of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Death. Is it what I think it is? He gently accepted it. He's like, you know what? Okay, that's fair, right? We have here the Strength and the 4 of Swords. So he kind of like really accepted it. With that said, though, he also believed that you kind of it's kind of like it's not like he's thinking you overreacting, but he's like, you know, that's a lot. Like it would have been cool if you just wanted to date me. Like I wouldn't have mind. It's almost like this energy of like, I wouldn't have mind. I would have, you know, I don't mind that you're not feeling super secure. I would have like looked out for you or something like that. But he respects your independence. We have here the 9 of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Death here. So he's like, you know what? I respect that. I respect that. I'm just going to accept that. You know, you do you, right? So in a way, he's like, he took it well, in a sense. He took it well. Spirit, 3 cards from here. And then, oh, how fun. 3 cards from here, please. We have your Caution. We have your Idle Hours. And we have here Learn. And then 2 from here. We have here Possibilities. And we have here Chasing. Is it what I think it is? So even though he's like, I wish, even though he kind of wanted to say something to you, like, girl, don't even worry about it. Like, lady, it's good. I'll look out for you or something like that. He also like stopped himself. It's almost like he stopped his ego from intervening in your decision to back away or something like that. So we have your Caution, Idle Hours, and a Learn here. He is wanting to be accepting because he doesn't want to be like a toxic person pursuing you, right? He doesn't want to ignore your concerns about your life. We have here the Possibilities and Chasing here. So he is trying to accept it with the most respect to you as much as possible, okay? So that is your reading. How did he feel? Kind of like, it's not that serious, but I'm going to respect her. And, you know, if it's serious for her, I got to respect that. It's kind of like that. He didn't take it as a hit to his ego or to himself or something like that, okay? So that is your reading. Thank you so much, Samantha, for your donations. Good luck to you. All the best to you. We're going to ring the bell to your success. And may the future hold many blessings for you, okay? Coming forward. All right, so we're going to get to Holly now. Holly, are you ready for your reading? If so, feel free to post it. We're going to get to you now. Okay, the energy spirit, please close out all the previous tarot readings. Please and thank you. Please detach me from any null energetic energies that connect you from any null tearings that comes over up until this point, and as well as spiritual things. All right, so your first question is, yes, you may turn into too many readings. There's absolutely no problem at all. We're going to connect to your higher self, your spiritual team, and all those who guide you, Holly, as well as Chris here, his higher self, his spiritual team, and all those who guide him. Please and thank you, Spirit. Spirit in 5 cards, in 3 cards for the initial details, though. Should Holly continue to try to connect with Chris? 3 cards. They feel like you should try. They think you should let the connection go for the time being, because Chris should be putting in more effort, okay? So we have here the Hierophant followed by the 10 of Wands. Free readings done? Yes, but the raffle is open. If you're asking if the raffle's still open, it still is. We have here the Emperor and the Justice here. The guy needs to take more control and more, put in more. They're just saying, like, he needs to put in more effort into a relationship, because that's what really needs to happen. He needs to be a man. Is basically what they're saying. We have here the 3 of Wands here. Basically, they're saying, hey, pull back a little bit. Focus on yourself, because this guy should be putting in an effort. As far as the Hierophant is concerned, they do advise you, should you let this connection go or should you continue to connect with him? They're saying back away a little bit. You don't have to put in so much effort. This guy has to come through now, okay? All right, we're going to get 5 from here. We have here Clearing. We have here Woods, followed by the Hope. 2 more, Spirit. The Time. And the Journey. So what I think it is. So look at that. So beautiful with the sun here. So basically they're saying, hey, back away a little bit. Focus on you. Do you. In time, they're hoping Chris will eventually break out of this shell and take control of the fact that he wants to be with you. So with the Hope, Time, and Journey here, they're hoping that this you pulling back will bring Chris out of his shell to come towards you and actually take control of that dynamic, okay? So they do believe that, yes, right now would be a great time to just pull back, let go of trying to put in all of the effort right now, okay? So that is your reading. Would you like to ask your next question? I've been hashing it out for a little while now. Understandable. You shouldn't be alone in this, right? He has to have some input. There's like, hey, giving a person a chance, but at some point you do got to pull back. The Spirit is saying, yeah, this time. Okay. My next question is, what advice does Spirit have for me right now? Clear the energy, Spirit. We're going to connect to Holly, her higher self, her spiritual team, and all those who guide her, as well as the energy surrounding her question. Please and thank you, Spirit. In 3 cards, what advice do you have for Holly right now, Spirit? Right, 2 more. I need some oracle cards for this. They're telling you something good is happening. Or something is okay. 3 cards for 5 cards? Running. Okay. Oh shoot, they're wanting to give you they're saying that they're wanting to, oh god, this is like, okay, so the message is you're now in some type of new phase where instead of running, you wait, but in your own energy. So instead of pushing people away, you're in the energy of just doing your own thing. And they're saying that is like the key to some type of greater success for you. So we have here the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles here. They're saying that you've transferred you have some type of transference where you're not running, you're pausing, you're waiting, but you're still on your way to doing your own thing. Okay, I'm doing that right now. We have the Four of Wands and the Fool here. This is going to promote so much inner success for you. Look at the cards that we have here. We have the Running and the Twin Flames here, the Reflection coming up here. We have the Withdrawn, the Desert, and the Fire. Okay, so essentially they're wanting to like they want to say they're so proud of you, because it kind of feels like you just beat a cycle, and you might feel like a little awkward doing, because this might be kind of like a new type of normal thing for you to do now. Like, okay, so something's happening, I'm not happy, let me run away in the past, but now you're like, let me stick around, but let me focus on myself. And it's like, but this is granting you, like, your path is kind of opening up to more success because you're in this energy. Okay, that is freaking awesome. So that's basically, they're saying congratulations, you have overcome a significant pattern and you're on a new type of wavelength in your life. Okay, they want to say that essentially. So congratulations to you. Any type of new shift is going to always feel freaking awkward in the beginning. Like, what is going on? I feel a little silly. So that is your reading, Holly. Congratulations to you. Keep going. You should be very proud of yourself. Okay, so with that said, chat, clear the energy, spirit. Please close out all the previous tarotings I've done so far up until this point. With that said, chat, we're about to announce the winner of this raffle. I am proud. Beautiful. I'm so happy to hear that. Congratulations to you. All right, so after that wonderful reading, chat, if you haven't posted a number for today's raffle, please do so now. I'm about to announce the winner in about 1 minute, okay? And then we're going to wrap up with our last reading of today, then get to our moderators. Joanna, don't worry, I got you noted for the mod portion of the stream, okay? All right, so with that said, you got 30 minutes to post your number now before I announce the winner of today's free full reading raffle, okay? Thank you all so much for tuning in. I deeply appreciate it. Thank you guys for connecting with me. Thank you for allowing me to connect with your spiritual teams. Okay, so let me look through this. We do have a winner. All right. 10 more seconds. All righty. The raffle is now closed. Elaine, oh my God, that looks like you went through a really crazy situation. I'm so sorry to hear that, bro. All right, so the winner of the raffle is... It would be the lowest number today. No one got the exact number, which was the number 3. But the person who got the lowest number today was Up to You, Tarot. Up to You, Tarot. You are the winner of today's free full reading raffle. Congratulations to you. You get a free full reading. Thank you so much. And that's crazy because we're going to get to your reading right now. To all those tuning in, thank you guys so much for your likes and for your support. I deeply appreciate it, guys. I will be back at some point in the future for some more free readings. If you want to subscribe and tune in for that, feel free to do so. Other than that, I will be out after our next donation in our mod portion of the stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a fabulous Sunday if it's still the weekend for you. And if it's Monday, guys, have a great start to your week, okay? With that said, we're going to be wrapping up now. And then we're going to get to our next donations, followed by the raffle winner, followed by the mod questions, okay? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a beautiful day, and thank you so much for joining me and connecting with me, okay? See you guys. Erica, could slow detaching when I'm stressing? Did I ruin our future changes and plans with E? What guides we're planning? I don't know necessarily if your spirit guides were planning anything for the two of you. Not that I could see. I think, Jenna, I would say that's like a whole question there. I don't think I could answer that for you with clear certainty, okay? I wish that I could, but unfortunately I can't. I can't. All right, so up to you, Tara. Are you ready for your reading? If so, give me a thumbs up. We're gonna wrap up the donation portion with you and your raffle winning question, okay? Moderators, I know does this list sound good for later in the stream? If so, that'll be it. I'm ready. Awesome. So ready. Okay, clear the energy, spirit. Let me go see if your question is in PayPal. Up to you. So you're asking any guidance from my guides regarding community and belonging. So we're going to clear the energies. We're going to connect to your higher self, your spiritual team, and all those who guide you. Up to you. We're going to connect to the energies of community for you in your life, as well as belonging for you in your life. Spirit guides, ancestors, and all those guiding. Up to you, tarot. 3 cards on community. Any guidance you wish to share about community? For up to you, we have here the High Priestess, the Page of Wands, and the Justice here. Is it what I think it is? Hold on. There is a block here first. Hmm. 5 cards from here. This is what I think it is. So this is gonna maybe possibly be somewhat triggering, okay? So I need you to sit down in your seat. Up to you, tarot. They're essentially saying that by retreating from spirituality and tarot, that may open up necessary doors for you, okay? So this is not like a completely detached, right? They're saying retreating, pulling back your energy from the social spiritual to like I almost see like you going outside to join a community club or something like that, okay? We have here the High Priestess, the Page of Wands, and the Justice here, followed by the Retreat, the Surprises, and the Knight here. So we're going to tap into why they're saying this, because they are essentially saying that through detaching from, almost like saying through detaching from tarot, something about your community life opens up. And when I accessed that energy, my heart felt very uplifted and lightened. Spirit, 2 cards for we have here the 4 of Cups, We have here the Page of Pentacles. Is it what I think it is? That spirituality and tarot may be distracting you from like what's locally around you, like in the sense of clubs and dynamics and community get-togethers and social like they're saying like social clubs in your area even, or around you, physically around you. We have here the Four of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. Actually, you have some things near you or around you that you could be a part of that would help you have a sense of community. Okay. uh 3 from here. We have here the potion, the desire, the healing, followed by the speech, the opening. One more, Spirit. With the virtue and the defiance, the maiden. So we have here the potion, the bone, and the maiden coming through here. Okay, is it what I think it is with that? Six of Wands to confirm it. So basically up to you. They're saying like, hey, there might be a knitting club or a book club. There might be a place at your local library. There might be a place at your local town hall. There may be a festival coming up for you in your local area. Be a part of these things. That's going to open up the community for you at large. Okay, being a part of a village almost feels like you might want to feel like you're a part of your village in a sense. Okay, not like saying let's be buddy buddy with our neighbors or anything like that, but like to be a part of your community in the sense of being a part and engaging with the energy of where you live. So it kind of feels really good. Like I feel really excited about that. I don't know why. Yes, I understand. I was just about to start my tarot channel again, so maybe no, and go out more instead. I mean, you probably could do more, but probably could do both, right? You could have that life, but have that outside life too. But it's really up to you. All right, so Spirit, now let's touch upon the other aspects of your question. But yeah, they are recommending that you step away from tarot to see what's out there for you. We're going to connect to the aspect of belonging here. Okay, 3 cards on that energy, Spirit. Connecting to belonging. We have here the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Devil here. Okay. 2 more cards into that. Okay, so when they talk about belonging, they more so talk about your sense of self, okay? 4 cards from here. We have your egotism. We have your chemistry. We have your travel. We have your ecology. So what I think it is. So your spirit guides are kind of tackling it in a more philosophical way. There's no one belongs to anything. So I gotta say this and take it in a philosophical way, not in a literal way, okay? More symbolic than literal. They're saying no one belongs anywhere. No one belongs to anyone. No one belongs to anything. You belong to yourself, though, if there is something to be said about it. You belong to yourself. You should live in that truth, the truth of understanding you belong to you. We have here the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Wands here, followed by the Devil, the Three of Wands, and lastly, we have here the Ten of Swords here. So they're talking about how they don't necessarily want you to seek belonging with other people, but they want you to create an inner core self that feels strengthened to be authentically and naturally you. And this is going to be really helpful because you can then move in whatever crowd that you interact with, not needing validation from the crowd to feel like you belong there. Okay. So it's almost like they want to say, with the egotism, the chemistry showing up here, followed by the travel and the apology. You don't want to belong to anyone or anything. You want to belong to you. And part of this energy is like, so that no matter who you interact with, no matter who you join or face or are in the company of, if they don't want to interact with you, you will not lose you. If the group doesn't want to interact with you, you will not lose you. Why? Because you belong to you. So when they talk about belonging here, they're saying it's not about fitting into the pieces of a group or a place or a culture. It's about fitting in within the confines of who you are. You may find likeness in others, but you have some guaranteed inner strength of like you're going to be okay with you. Okay. What about belonging to a team? I want to belong. I'm a team player. Okay, we're gonna. How about we make your raffle winning reading that? Since we're done with your donation reading, would you like that to be the reading for the raffle? Let me know if that sounds good to you. Awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. All right, clear the energies. Please and thank you, Spirit. We're going to connect to your higher self, your spiritual team, and all those who guide you up to you. We're going to connect to the energy of wanting to belong to a team. Please and thank you, Spirit. We're going to connect to the energies of that. Spirit guides, ancestors, and all those guiding up to you in 3 cards. What about belonging to a team, Spirit? 5 of Cups, the Strength, and the 7 of Wands, followed by the 9 of Swords, and the 6 of Pentacles. 5 cards from here. Caution in the reverse. Hope. Change. Reconnect. And idle hours. Oh, look at that. We have the sun. So they're saying this. There's nothing wrong with connecting to a teammate, for example, to teammates, to team dynamics. If you want to be a part of a team, go for it, right? We have the 5 of Cups and the Strength here. But as with all teams, they sometimes don't last. We have here the 5 of Cups and the Strength here. Think about previous teams that you have been a part of. They could be work dynamics, group dynamics in school settings, for example, or just momentary partnerships meant for a purpose. So we have here the 7 of Wands, the 9 of Swords, and then we have here the 6 of Pentacles here. They want to talk about how you can belong to yourself but feel a part of a team, the recognition of the exchange of energies of building with another person and how amazing that feels. You're basically building a project with another entity or entities. We have here the caution in the reverse and the hope here. There will be teams in the future for you to connect with and build with, right? We have the change and the reconnect and the idle hours here. However, they don't want you to lose yourself to those teams, right? They want you to remain true to your like core inner self, right? Your core inner strength. Basically, they're saying there's nothing wrong with wanting to connect with a team and even feeling like wow, I really belong here. But there is that sense of recognizing the realities that not all teams sustain the test of time. For example, you may be a person who is in football, right? And you are a football player. You guys are basically trying to win the game together. There is such a like a teamwork dynamic there. However, that person will grow old and retire, no longer be a part of that system. Their life will move forward, right? It will move on. So they're saying that a part of that is, in a sense, being a part of the team, but being detached enough to not feel like you belong there, and that is your identity. So they're almost saying to separate. It's almost like you might find, you might be equating belonging to identity, which is kind of what they're trying to separate for you. That belonging is an identity. Belonging shouldn't be considered like a strict identity. To belong to a team almost feels like to give yourself to them, and that is going to shape who you are and is who you are. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like they kind of want to like detach the ego from a state that is fluid and ever changing. Okay, and that is why they say to belong to self, because even though we are ever-changing beings, we're also static, okay? So that's something that they want to talk about, but there's nothing wrong with wanting to be a part of a team, by the way. perfectly natural. All right, so Spirit, 5 cards for up to you. We have the Queen of Wands. Is it what I think it is? They kind of want you to do something. They kind of want you to join a team. They're kind of like, hey, hey, you know what? We kind of want you to be a part of something big. Like if you get this urge up to you to like be a part of something with others, let's say whether you want to join your local political affiliates, right? Or you want to join like a weekly bar trivia or something like that. They're saying like we see you being really excited in the grounded energy of a team dynamic, okay? Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles here. This is something that we would like for you. All right, so Spirit, 3 cards. 2 from here, 3 from there. We have your cleanup. We have your mixed emotions. And then lastly, 3 from here. We have transform in the reverse, time in the reverse, and reconnect in the reverse. Is it what I think it is with that, Spirit? That's what I think it is now. Now they're saying this just because teams typically go through a flow state of transforming and not remaining stagnant, because teams, they form and they break apart. But to remind yourself that what you build that is a part of who you are can be greatly influenced by teams. So they don't want you to be like, they're not like shunning away teams, right? They're just saying you can build onto who you are because of the influences of great team dynamics. So that's really beautiful. Spirit, 2 more cards with that. So they kind of want you to join a team with the Justice and the Page of Swords here to see how it affects your transformation, to identify with how it transforms and breaks apart, comes together and breaks apart, how people are influenced by the input and the building with each other on a project, for example, okay? So for you, they're saying go out there and see if there's a team you can join. Like it could even be volunteering. That's a part of being a team too. See how it affects you and see what you come away with, what materializes, what comes into your head when you eventually do have to separate. How do you feel, right? So this is really lovely. Thank you to your spiritual team so much for connecting with me. And again, congratulations to you on winning the free full reading. Exactly. That's all I wanted to hear. I want to go to a book club. Do it. I've been thinking of wanting to host a book club here in this space for a select few people. So I actually will think about that myself. So with that said, guys, that is the end of this stream. Hello. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, we're closed for readings today. But it's good to see you. I don't accept Zelle yet at this time. Just PayPal and Cash App, okay? So with this said, we're going to ring the bell to your success. Up to you. Good luck to you. And thank you so much for coming through and supporting the stream. Jenna, I'm going to read your question. You're saying, I was just thinking when you told me at New Year's that Mind and Ease Connection is spiritually guided and they have some plans like doing stuff together, etc. I was thinking that. But we can talk about it later after I have detached. Yes, so I think what I said was that the two of you are meant to learn a lesson with each other, and that was really it. It's not like I see a specific plan for you. Hold on, I'm getting oh my goodness. Okay. So that's it. Thank you so much, Jenna, for coming through. Okay, guys, I have to breathe for a moment. Moderators, are you ready for your questions? If so, give me a thumbs up. I have to take a quick 5-minute break just to just to collect myself, y'all, okay? I'll be back with some coffee and some Wawa, some water, and I'll be right with you all, okay? Be right back, and thank you guys so much for your patience, okay? Thank you. Be right back. Alrighty, I am back. I am back. Unfortunately, we're closed, David, but it's good to see you. Thank you so much for coming through. We are now at the end of the stream. We're going to be wrapping up with, well, first, Joanna, followed by We Vibes. Okay, Joanna, you want to go at the end. Got you. All right, so We Vibes, we'll start with you first. Would you like to post your question now? I've been sad lately. What can I do to support my emotional recovery over this person? Thanks, E. We're going to clear the energies. We're going to connect to your higher self, your spiritual team, and all those who guide you, We Vibes, as well as the person that you're mentioning there and the energy surrounding the situation. Spirit 3 cards, what can We Vibes do to recover emotionally from this person? Well, first, what you must do is acknowledge the thoughts that you are kind of like, what's the word for it? So I'm going to give you an example, okay? It's like, let's say this is about a breakup. Let's say this is about a breakup that the person has blocked you. If you're thinking to yourself, I will never find another person, I will be lonely forever, I'm never going to be loved, and you are obsessively ruminating over these thoughts over and over again, what you must do first is acknowledge what those thoughts are first, okay? What thoughts are the most lowest and pessimistic? Identify those thoughts. And then you must and you have to require it of yourself to push those thoughts aside and have a different way of thinking. I am hurt, but I will move on. I am heartbroken, but I will persevere. It's about changing the thought, right? So with the Five of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Eight of Cups here, it's acknowledge what those low thoughts are and transforming the language you use for them. I will never find love. I am so hurt because I loved that person. That's different, right? I will never find love versus I am so heartbroken because I love that person. We are not in contact. Do not give the lowest pessimistic feelings to what it truly is about, which is I'm heartbroken. It's not that you will never find love, is that you are heartbroken, okay? I'm sorry, David. We're currently closed right now for readings, but thank you so much for coming through. Halima, we're closed for readings. We're no longer doing any more readings, but I will be back another time in the week for more free readings, okay? So tune in for that. If you want to book a private reading with me, I can guarantee you a private video recording at some point. If you contact me via Linktree and contact me there, I can get you a private reading if you want that instead, okay? So again, Five of Pentacles, the Devil, the Eight of Cups here. It's about acknowledging what the negative thought is and stating what it actually is rather than what you are demonizing it into. If you're heartbroken, is it really true that you'll never find love? Or is it more true that you are heartbroken because this person kind of is breaking away from you, right? So be real with your low emotions. First, be real with yourself. And then try to walk away from those thoughts, okay? This is what they want to say to you to try and help you recover emotionally from this. Just as you have been heartbroken before and you recovered from it, and if you're heartbroken now, you too will recover from it as well, okay? But you must be honest rather than demonizing your genuine, real emotions, okay? So that is your reading, We Vibes. It's not easy. It's easier said than done. But it's going to take, it's just work, okay? At the end of the day, it's just work. Thank you for coming through, David. All the best to you. Clear the energy, Spirit, please, and thank you. We're going to get to our next person now, Tortoise Love. Are you ready for your reading? Clear the energy, Spirit, please, and thank you. As I've shared with you, Erica, about the crystals I have found in a book sharing box in a hospital, I would like to know more about them, their energy, and to who they belong to. I find it amazing that someone has sent them out there and they have found me. How beautiful. We're going to clear the energies. We're going to connect to your higher self, your spiritual team, and all those who guide you toward His love, as well as the owner of these crystals here that you have obtained from the hospital, their higher self, their spiritual team, and all those who guide them. Spirit and 3 cards, any information you want to share in regards to the original owner or the owner of these crystals just before toward His love. We have your Judgment, the Hierophant, and the Seven of Pentacles here. Is it what I think it is? All right, so Tortoise Love, the person who owned the crystals before you, they thought that this would be the best thing to do to offer them. Basically, it feels like they wanted to offer them. We have here the Judgment and the Hierophant here, okay? They almost felt like this was spiritually tied to them. Like it's like they wanted to water someone else's plant in a sense. We have here the Seven of Pentacles coming through here. And they wanted to spread good feelings, good vibes, okay? So the owner before you gave these away for free to be given to somebody who they hope will use them for themselves for good. Okay, like they felt called to do it, to offer these crystals away. So that is your reading. It's more of a vague, sort of soft energy of like, I just feel this is the right thing to do. I hope this helps someone. It's kind of that feeling. And there's also a little bit touching upon, I hope you know that the spiritual world guides you in a sense too. It's like they wanted to also kind of have the gentle influence of spirituality as well, okay? So that is your reading. This person kind of just wanted to spread the goodwill of spirituality in a sense. Like a missionary in a sense is what I kind of tapped into. How kind. I love it. I will send some pebbles with drawings out there as well. How adorable. I like that idea. That's really cute. All right, we're going to get to our next person now with Vivi. Vivi, are you ready for your reading? Please clear the energies, please, and thank you, Spirit. Sent in DM. Got you. Let me go to my DMs now. All right, clear the energies. We're going to connect to your higher self, your spiritual team, and all those who guide you, Vivi, as well as the energy surrounding the situation here. Spirit, is this a yes or a no for Vivi, connecting to the overall energies of the situation? Yes, as long as you clearly state what your limitations are so that you can be able to do what you can for them. Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Seven of Wands here. They kind of don't want you to put yourself in a position where you are overexerting yourself, right? If they don't know, how can they know what you can do, right? So they're basically saying as long as you work on not exerting yourself, not doing any heavy lifting or pushing yourself, right? To promote your well-being so that you are given work you can do. So yes, Three of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Seven of Wands here, but being direct, like, hey, I can do this, but I can't do that. This is what I'm open to doing, but because I have this going on with me, I can only do this. Is that okay? This is what they want you to do to accommodate yourself. So that is your reading. All right, so we're gonna get to Joanna now. You're very welcome, Vivi. Thank you so much for coming through. We vibes toward his love, Vivi. If you guys are heading out, feel free to do so. We're going to get to Joanna, and then I'll be heading out for the remainder of the stream. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. All right, so with that said, Joanna, read the questions out loud only. Gotcha. Clear the energy, spirit, please, and thank you. It's late for me. I go. Have a great night, We Vibes. Thank you so much for coming through. It's good to see you. All right, so Spirit, in 3 cards, we're going to clear the energies, close out all the previous tarot readings. Please and thank you, Spirit. Please disconnect me from any and all energetic and spiritual attachments that I've gained from any and all tarot readings not done so far up to this point. Please clear my energy, Spirit. Please and thank you. Please clear the energies of all of these decks. Please and thank you. All right, so Spirit, we're going to connect to Joanna, her higher self, her spiritual team, and all those who can guide her, as well as Steph here, her higher self, her spiritual team, and all those who can guide her. Will Steph reach out to Joanna within the next 2 weeks? Spirit, 3 cards for yes or no. The answer is yes, but it's like a minor interaction, okay? 10 of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and the Death is coming out here. Yes, but it's a minor interaction, okay? Very, very quick, very minor. So she will, but it's super minor, okay? Hello, Kizzy. Unfortunately, we're closed for readings for today, but it's good to see you. And I'm so sorry that that experience is happening to you. Good luck to you. You're going to ring the bell to a better career to come for you, okay? Good luck to you, Kizzy. Good luck to you indeed. Alrighty, so we're going to connect to your next question here. Is Steph most likely to feel affected by my absence within 1 to 2 weeks? All right, so Spirit, in 5 cards rather, is Steph most likely to feel affected by Joanna's absence? Connected to the energies of this question within 1 to 2 weeks, Spirit. Page of Cups, the Strength, the 8 of Pentacles, the Justice, and the Page of Wands. Is it what I think it is? So this one's a little bit harder to connect to. You are on her mind, but she's going to be actively doing her best to push you out of her mind, right? She has some unexpected, like something has come about in her life that is oddly enough giving her strength to be able to push you out of her mind. We have the Page of Cups, the Strength, and the 8 of Pentacles showing up here. So she's actively working towards trying her best not to be affected by your absence. With the Justice and the Page of Wands here, though, but you are on her mind, though, okay? You are definitely on her mind. Can we get 2 cards from here and then 3 cards from here? We have your Journey in the reverse, followed by Clearing in the reverse. 3 cards from here, Spirit, please and thank you. With the Gift, the Running, and the Reflection here is what I think it is. So it looks like she has a distraction in her life right now, okay? That is allowing her to have some type of escapism, to be in some type of escapism mindset. So we have the Journey and the Clearing, the reverse. So she can't really, it's kind of like this, okay? You're on her mind and she's not really able to address the absence, really. Like she's not really able to address the absence, but there's something that is giving her the ability to be distracted, okay? With the Gift, the Running, and the Shared Feelings here coming through. So this is more of a, I get to not think it's so hard about you, even though you are on my mind these days. All right, so we're going to get to your next yes or no reading here. Clear the energy, Spirit, please, and thank you. Can we connect to Joanna's higher self, her spiritual team, and all those who guide her. And Steph's higher self, her spiritual team, and all those who guide her. Is the girl Steph is currently entertaining just a temporary distraction, or is she building something with her? So we have 3 cards for yes or no on this energy. Connect to the energies of this question. Is this yes or no? Justice is coming through. These guys are kind of getting, these guys will be the 2 of them will be ramping up their interactions, okay? So the more that they have an exchange of energy, the more solidified the bond becomes, okay? So we have here the Justice, the 6 of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles here. Whoever this person is a grounding energy, and due to their stability, it looks like Steph will be developing a stable bond with this person. So it's not a temporary distraction. It's actually something that could be stably built upon because the individual is a grounded person. I would not be surprised if they're an earth sign or something like that. So the answer is no, it's not a temporary distraction. There is stability here for Steph and this person. What is David, you're asking what is the usual turnaround for book personal readings? So David, I will send you, as long as you sent me an email to send the private video recording to, I will send you the video literally after the stream, okay? So it'll be maybe within 2 to 3 hours today. So expect it in about 2 to 3 hours. I got your $15 donation and I also got your questions. Thank you so much. I appreciate that very much, David. Thank you. By the way, just let me know, is the first question a full reading or is the second question a full reading? Which one of them is a mini reading, okay? Just let me know, David, is the first one a full reading or is the second one a full reading? Because you donated for 15 bucks. And that'll just give me clarity. All right, Joanna, we're going to get back to you now. Clear the energy, Spirit, please, and thank you. Your question here for the mini is, why is Steph flirting with other people right now? What is motivating that behavior? We're going to connect to your higher self, your spiritual team, and all those who guide you, Joanna, as well as Steph here, her higher self, her spiritual team, and all those who guide her. Please and thank you, Spirit. In 3 cards, Spirit, why is Steph flirting with other people right now? I can give you another 5 for full readings for both. Feel free to do that, David. If you would like to, you can. If you would like to, you can. Then I can give you both. I can give you the full readings for both of them. It's because she wants to. It's because she wants to. Why is she flirting with people right now? Because she wants to. She's choosing to do it. Because, like, she doesn't know, like, if she might be giving up to a potential match or something like that. So we have here the 2 of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the 4 of Cups here. She doesn't want to accidentally give up a good match just because she's trying to stay single. So she's entertaining people and flirting with them just in case they might actually turn out to be a good thing instead of completely close the door on those people, okay? So she wants to keep her options open. 3 cards for this, Spirit. 5 cards for this. Woo! We have here the meeting. We have here the opportunity, return here coming through, the divine masculine, the social media, and the healing. Is it what I think it is? She doesn't want to give up the chance of she doesn't want to give up a good match just because she's trying to take control of her healing. So she's like, well, if this is actually a good match for me, like, I don't want to, like, push the opportunity away. We have the meeting, the return of the divine masculine here with the energy of opportunity, followed by the social media and the healing coming through, okay? So she actually thinks she's making that choice because she doesn't want to be blinded because she's choosing healing. 2 more cards here. We have the Sun and the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups here. Like, she's trying to be optimistic, like, about herself and her emotions. So basically the mindset's like, okay, I see this person's like interested or something like that. We're having a lot of fun. I don't want to like let this person down or block this person and their access to me just because I'm trying to focus on myself and heal. So it's like to keep the door open even and not keep it closed and inadvertently close doors on opportunities, basically. Okay. I sent $10, an extra $5 for a tip. That's very kind of you, David. Thank you. You'll have your reading in 2 to 3 hours, okay? Thank you so much. You're very kind. All right, so we're going to get to your next reading now. Clear the energy, Spirit. Please close out the previous readings, please, and thank you. Please and thank you. We're going to get to the last reading now. What is the likely trajectory between Steph and this girl over the next 2 weeks? Does it depend? Does it deepen or fizzle out? Posted the mini question. Hold on. For the last mini, I want to ask. So you don't want to ask this one, okay? For the last mini reading, I want to ask if minor contact occurs between us. What is the genuine potential for reconciliation afterwards? So we're going to clear the energies. We're going to connect to your higher self, your spiritual team, and all those who guide you, Joanna, as well as Steph, her higher self, her spiritual team, and all those who guide her. Spirit, if minor, hold on. Woo. Spirit, if minor contact occurs between Joanna and Steph, what is the genuine potential for reconciliation afterwards? Spirit cannot give you a clear answer to that. If it happens, Spirit doesn't have a clear defining answer to timeline about that, okay? 6 of Cups is that reconciliation, and we have here the Moon. This can't get clearer. This can't get any clearer than these 2 cards here. We're going to tap into why, okay? Spirit, why is that the case? We have here the 3 of Wands, the High Priestess, one more, and the 8 of Pentacles. Because the 2 of you need so much work on your inner world for there to be a solid reconciliation between the 2 of you. We have the 3 of Wands, the High Priestess, and the 8 of Pentacles coming through here, okay? So the answer is it's not really clear. We're not really certain about the potential of that due to the fact that both of you need to work on your inner worlds and the way you process the relationship for there to be a solid foundation to build on. Spirit, 3 cards from here, please. We have here Caution. We have here the Knight in the reverse. And we have the Growth in the reverse. Two from here. We have here Hoping. And we have here Outer Space. If there is no inner growth between either of you, there is really no hope for a strong reconciliation, okay? With the Caution, the Knight in the reverse, and the Growth in the reverse, it's just not possible for you guys to have a healthy reconciliation with the way that you guys process each other. We have the Hoping, the Manifestation, and the Outer Space here. Okay, so there will be a brief interaction, but a strong amount of inner work has to be done for the 2 of you. And it's not impossible. It's just the way that you guys perceive each other. That's the issue. Her having a distraction is hurting me, so that's probably why. Understandable. Can I send another $5 for that last mini in the email, dear? If you would like to, Joanna. I always have time for you. Thank you so much for considering that. I'll be right back. Be right back. I'm back. Clear the energies. We're going to reconnect to your higher self, your spiritual team, and all those who guide you, Joanna, as well as the energy surrounding your question here. We're going to connect to Steph, her higher self, her spiritual team, and all those who guide her, as well as Monica, her higher self, her spiritual team, and all those who guide her. Spirit, in 3 cards for the initial details, what is the likely trajectory between Steph and Monica over the next 2 weeks, Spirit? 3 cards. Gotcha, Jenna. Thank you. Your spiritual team is blocking you from that answer. We have the 7 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, and the Queen of Wands here. So your spirit guides are deliberately blocking you from knowing that. If you would like a different question, feel free to ask. They don't want to fuel your ego with the answer. Is what they're saying. Like, we're not gonna fuel that fire. They don't want to stoke the flames, is what they saying. That's funny. But you can ask another question. They're saying you could absolutely ask another question. Please clear the energy, Spirit, please, and thank you. Please close out the previous readings. Will there be movement between me and Steph within the next 7 days? Clear the energies. Can we connect to Steph's? Rather, can we connect to Joanna's higher self? And if so, what's the minor like? Okay, got you. Can we clear the energies? We're going to connect to Joanna's higher self. I sent my email again just to make sure you got it. Hold on. David, I'm going to say it to you. Let me know if it's correct, okay? Hold on, Joanna. Thank you so much for your patience. Does it start with an N and end with a 1? If that's your correct email, then I got it. Who won the raffle? It was Up to You Tarot. The winning number was the number 3. But Up to You got it the closest. Close out the previous readings, please, and thank you, Spirit. We're to connect to Joanna, her higher self, her spiritual team, and all those who guide her. Then I got it, David. Feel free to head on out. You'll see your reading in about 2 to 3 hours, okay? Clear the energy, Spirit, please, and thank you. I'm going to reconnect to Joanna's higher self, her spiritual team, and all those who guide her, as well as Steph, her higher self, her spiritual team, and all those who guide her. Please and thank you, Spirit, in 5 cards for Joanna. In the next 7 days, Spirit, please and thank you. Will there be any movement between Joanna and Steph within the next 7 days? 3 cards. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. Okay, the answer is yes. But here's the energy coming through. It's a yes into a control. It's like someone may be rushing in to get to somebody, and it feels like it's almost heated, right? We have here the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands here. Something happens that feels a little bit heated, and then it's controlled with the Emperor coming through here. We're going to tap into why that's the case here, Spirit. Why is that the case, Spirit? 3 cards from here, rather, Spirit. Idle hours in the reverse. Resilient in the reverse. Trust in the reverse. Joanna, you may reach out to Steph upset because you want to yell at her and tell her you don't trust her or something like that. Okay, idle hours, resilient, trust here. It looks like you doing it, and then you be like, oh shoot, let me just grab that. King of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the Emperor here. It almost feels like you reaching out because you're upset. And then I will say immediately after that, you do gain control of that energy and you kind of pull back, okay? So we're going to tap into what exactly is unfolding here. 2 from here. 1 from both of these, please. We have here pride and ego and arrogance. showing up stubborn. One more. And the inside, you might, oh my God. So listen, you might be in a really dark place, okay? Pride, ego, arrogance, stubborn with the inside coming through. So I'm just, listen. It happens to all of us at some point. I've done it before. I will probably see them together. That's probably why, but I refused reaching out. It kind of feels like you're going to do something that engages with that I gotta say is like anger, being really like anger, right? And then it's like, let me just grab that. Spirit, two more cards for Joanna here. Two of Pentacles, the Three of Cups here. Yeah, look at that. Two of Pentacles, Three of Cups. So it's gonna be like a matter of being frustrated, seeing something happen, knowing that you're not involved, but you're observing something and you're just pissed off, right? But then you kind of do something to Steph that makes it known that you're upset, and then you're kind of like pulling back, and you're like, holy crap, I gotta chill out, you know? Yeah, okay, they're doing their thing. I gotta chill out about this. So it's a little bit like you're gonna regain your composure. So what's gonna happen over the next 7 days? You doing some type of action that signifies how upset you are, and then you getting control of yourself, finding balance in the fact that Steph is interacting with somebody or interacting with other people, right? So it's like your jealousy is going to be triggered, and that's why you're reacting or something like this. If that happens, is the minor reacting out of her? Spirit, is that the case? One card for yes or no. The answer is it may be. It may be Seven of Wands, Page of Pentacles here. Maybe. Like an observation of the action or something like that. Like a minor comment on the situation. Okay? Or like a comment on it, and then like a brief comment on something that you're doing, or I think this is what it is. Okay? It may be the case. Yes. So that's the energy coming through. You're very welcome, Joanna. Very chaotic today. You're going to be okay. I'm going to ring the bell to your success. Listen, life is short. Why not have enjoyment in the chaos, right? But with that said, that is your reading, Joanna. Good luck to you. I know this is a frustrating situation. Yeah, I will be okay. I just feel super used by her. Ugh. It seems like she's rather confused about what she's looking for. And I'm so sorry that you're going through that with her. Good luck to the both of you. And even if it doesn't end up that the two of you can resolve it quickly, I do hope it's resolved overall, okay? Good luck to you guys, and thank you so much. With that said, chat, that is officially the end of the stream. I'm going to be heading out, having some dinner, and I'll see you guys in future streams to come. I hope so, but I doubt it since she has another girl. Understandable. Joanna, Tortoise Love, Vivi, Vibes, thank you all so much for joining me today. Guys, if you want to reach out and book a private reading with me, you can do so by clicking Linktree in the description. Information is there for how to reach out to me. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. With that said, guys, I'll see you in a future stream to come. The next stream will be free, yes or no reading. So if you want to join in for that, feel free to subscribe. You don't have to, but if you subscribe, you will get notification for the next stream to come, okay? With that said, guys, thank you so much for sharing your beautiful energies with me today. Good luck to you all. Goodbye.